بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب زدني علما.
Now, apart from that, we can also automate the scheduled software deployments. So basically, what is software deployment is like? Software deployment is nothing but it's a process of remotely installing the software on multiple devices. Like it can be computers. If you take an example of computers, installing the operating system, or generally when you talk about network devices, it can be routers, switches, or firewalls where we are doing some kind of iOS upgrades. Okay, so this can be done from a centralized location. Means you don't need to go to each and every device to do that. I can do that scheduled. I can say schedule the upgradation of the devices, and this upgradation can be done manually or automated. Manually, again, you have to go to each and every device, but I can say around 3 a.m. probably identify the devices. Let's say if any router is running 3900 series routers, and if they're running 15.0 iOS versions, identify those particular devices and upgrade them to 15.4 iOS version, let's say. So this process can be automated and it can be scheduled where we can deploy the software upgrades automatically from a single centralized location. Means you don't need to go to each and every device to do this. So dynamically it is going to do this in the back end, and this is going to save your time as well as the efforts. And apart from that, even though you did some scheduling, let's say you can also verify the status whether the particular task given or automated or scheduled is completed or not, because you need to make sure that it is also completed or upgraded. If it is not completed, then basically you can also verify what happened, why the process has been failed, or what is the reason behind that. Even you can get those verification status information as well. Now, apart from this, what are the other things can be automated, like topology visualizations and the documentations? Like I already said, in normal scenarios, you have to go to each and every, let's say you have to go manually and you have to use some kind of softwares like PPT or some kind of visual softwares where you need to where you need to make sure that this network diagram is generally created manually. And if you are making any changes to that, then you have to go and make any change. You also need to make changes to the existing documentations as well as your diagrams. Now, probably these diagrams can be wrong, or it can be non-consistent. It may not be consistent again, or maybe there may be some issues, maybe some not updated one. So these are some of the general issues. So with the help of automation tools, what we can do is we can tell this tool, the software, is going to dynamically discover the devices, and automatically is going to update your topologies. And it's going to provide you some kinds of visualization, like this is how the visually it looks, how they are connected. So the same exact visual look, how they are connected, means because normally the diagram what we use is manual, and the topology is something different, because if this two doesn't sync and if you're trying to understand your network, then there is a problem. So depending upon the changes what you do in your network, the topology will be dynamically updated. Let's say if I shut down the link or remove the link from here, or maybe I remove this device, so this will be updated dynamically. So you can automate the network diagrams, the documentations up to date with minimum human intervention. So means you don't need to manually do these things. So with the help of this automation softwares, these things will be done automatically. So apart from that, the most important thing is like troubleshooting the problems, because as the business grows, the scope of your network is going to be bigger. Like let's say you have let's say you have some 1,000 clients and you're connecting your network, and maybe in the future as the business grows, the number of users or the number of clients connecting may increase. So that will again lead to more traffic, right? Because the number of clients increases and you're using the same network, the more traffic, and that is going to impact the quality of the application also. Because when you have more clients, automatically that will impact the existing applications. Applications may not work properly because the bandwidth requirements will increase, the application requirements will increase because of the number of users increasing. So probably your job is to troubleshoot. So probably what you're doing is you'll be troubleshooting that problems, and the troubleshooting time also will increase, because the more problems you have, the more application, the more problems you have, the more time you spend on the troubleshooting also will increase. And also the team, the IT team required to manage that, you may require more people to do that as well. So what I want to do is I can simply automate this troubleshooting. So what I want is I want to tell the automation software to, okay, if you see this kind of troubleshooting error, then you just go and do this. So we can do something called automated troubleshooting, where it is going to scan all the networks down to the layers, like from your physical layer to your application level. And it can identify the health status of individual devices. And also it can collect the status of those particular devices, like all the devices in the network, what is the status, and what is the status of the connectivity, the CPU utilization, those kind of things. Depending upon that, it can give some kind of simple troubleshooting steps. Like you got an engineer, let's say he faces this problem, some XYZ problem, then you can automate that particular problem. To fix that particular problem, you can tell a simple steps with options. Just like you have in the Windows, you have network troubleshooting diagnostic tool, where you have some kind of GUI, and depending upon the problem you select, you will have automatic steps in the next window. So this way you can reduce the time because based on these automated questions in the backend, this will help you to minimize the time for searching for the root cause of the problem. Okay, so based on the set of questions, probably you can automate some of the basic troubleshooting steps. And most of the automation tools, most of the softwares, they do have something called artificial intelligence, as I said, and also some kind of machine learning features. So probably with the help of this, they can automate most of the troubleshooting tasks. Okay, of course, not all the automation softwares support this, but most of the automation softwares, if they support these things, probably you can automate most of the troubleshooting tasks depending upon artificial intelligence. Means depending upon the type of the problem, it can automatically provide the troubleshooting steps, or it can go and execute those things depending upon the type of the problem without doing it manually.